Hi, Darren here from bet72.com again. Just a quick video to show you an idea for utilising free bets, perhaps in a slightly different way, and particularly if you've got an interest or looking for a low risk introduction into the world of in-play trading, which certainly we're a big advocate of, and certainly a way to perhaps utilise your free bets even in a more profitable way. You can see in the screen in front of us here, we've got Unibet. We gained a free bet from them over the weekend. It was a free £10 bet for in-play football. And what we decided to do was we quite fancied goals in the Sydney-Wellington A-League game, which was this is on Thursday morning. Looking around on the prices on Betfair, then Sydney were around about 1.44, 1.45 for kickoff, over 2.5 goals, around about 1.65, 1.66. So not a great deal to sort of get stuck into. The idea would have been to wait till the game sort of progressed a little bit and maybe look to jump on some of those in play. But what we decided to do was, knowing we had a free bet from Unibet, what we did was take that £10 and we backed the over 4.5 goals. It was at 4.33 in decimal. So that effectively gave us, because it's stake not returned, £33 green on the over 4.5 goal market. So basically what that meant is it was equivalent as if we'd scalped £33 onto that market. So that gave us a position there. And the idea really with this is to then just see how the game develops and unfolds. And if it goes as we predicted, there's going to be some goals. We can then lay off our position. I mean, in two ways you can do that. One is you can do that directly with a bookmaker. Very often they offer a cash out facility, but really at the mercy of the bookmaker there in terms of the price that you're going to get and what your cash out is going to be worth. I mean, to be honest, in this particular game it wasn't supported. It's not on all actual games, but sort of the main league games that you see in the main games in main leagues rather, and cup competitions, then you're going to get cash out. But a lot of ways it's just another way for the bookmaker to skim a bit more value off the top. So I would never cash out on the bookmaker. I always just switch across and lay the bets off on the betting exchange, which is what we're going to do. So anyway, so we've got this position on the 4.5 over 4.5 goal market. So we're just going to wait and see how the game develops, and then we can utilise that. I mean, as a sort of rough rule of thumb, what I like to see is, if I can, I mean, the worst case scenario here is there's no goals. We don't touch it. It runs to fruition. Or the goals come very late. We can't do anything about it. And we just lose a £10 free bet. So no impact in our overall betting bank. A little bit annoying because we wasted a £10 free bet, but sort of no harm done. But obviously with the position that we've got, we can take any money out of the market as we sort of see fit. And as a rough sort of guideline, I would hope to at least take the value of my free bet back. So free bet stake not returned. Generally, they're worth between £8 and £9 if I was just betting this out normally. So we're going to get an 80-90% return. So in a trade, I don't want to exceed that. So I'd want to at least get £10 back. If it's £10 free bet, I want to be trying to get a £10 green at least if I'm trading it. Anything above that is obviously a bonus. The best we can make here is 33 if we do nothing and there's more than 4.5 goals in the game. The worst case is with zero because it's a free bet anyway, or somewhere in between. So again, you just got to decide what you're sort of going to be happy with. Okay, so as it turned out, the game got off to a real flying start. Sydney took the lead within the first 3 or 4 minutes, I think it was. So yeah, our prediction for goals were right. So that put us sort of in a strong position. If we go across onto Betfair now, and this is a position now, we're just recording this at half time. It's 2-1 to Sydney. You can see we've got a goal there after 3 minutes. Then after 22, Wellington hit back in the 32nd minute. But obviously we're in very good shape here now. So what this has allowed us to do is get to our first benchmark, if you like, and that's getting the value of our free bet back. We did that after the third goal was scored, and we could lay over 4.5 goals, because effectively we've just got a big arb now, because we're on it at 4.3 for £10, and £10 stake not returned, so obviously got to bear that in mind. And now, you know, this figure is way below that, so we can actually utilise some of that. So by laying at 1.54, which is what the price was when the third goal went in, we've locked in £10 if the game finishes with just 3 or 4 goals. If it goes 5 goals or more, then we're going to lose £5.40 on Betfair, but obviously we're going to get paid out £33 there, so we're going to be on a £27.60 profit. So that's an excellent position to be in. We've already utilised the value of our free bet, and you know, we can now just do whatever we want. We can just leave this to run. Worst case, we're going to be a tenner up. Best case, we're going to be, you know, over £27 up, or we can wait. If there's a fourth goal, then, you know, if we look at the over 3.5 goal market, for example, we're going to be dropping down to sort of, depending when it is in the half, but if we get one to literally after half time, we're going to be down in the sort of 1.2, you know, 1.3 positions, because this price can't move too much anyway, because the market's going to expect another goal anyway up to a certain point. It's going to start drifting at another point, but again, we can utilise that. We can lock in, but you know, if we look at the match stats, we've got the inplay scanner loaded up on the other screen. If you look at the match stats, I mean, it all suggests there's going to be more goals anyway. So, you know, but at the end of the day, we've got a green figure here, and you know, it's a good way, even as a sort of, if you're a novice trader or looking, you can participate in the markets really for no risk, because as I say, this is a free bet that we've got from the bookmaker here. So we're not, okay, we could, worst case, we waste a free bet, but it's not costing us anything, as I say, off of our betting bank. But it's some real money on the table, so it's a little bit moved on from perhaps if you use training mode, the training mode within the you know, any of the API software products that you can get. So this is real money we're playing with. So yeah, it can be a good progression. Perhaps if you've done a lot of trades in training mode, you're ready to make that step up, but you're a bit worried about, you know, putting your own money at risk sort of thing, then this is a sort of halfway house, if you like, because we are utilising some free bets. And I do this on a regular basis. I mean, I've seen other videos where I'll even use that money as, say, some insurance. So I could have taken that £10 and backed, say, under 2.5 goals, and then I'd be trading over 4.5 goals in here, and that initial free bet would give me some insurance in case there weren't actually any goals. So there's loads of things you can do, and you know, more often than not, you're going to leverage more than the value of the actual free bet itself. So rather than just literally just hedging it straight out when you get it with the bookmaker, you can actually put it to work, and it's a good way to then start to get into some of the trading strategies and ideas, which are a real focus of Bet72 coming up in the coming sort of months. So anyway, just a little bit of food for thought there. So I think we're just going to pretty much let this run to fruition. I think, you know, we've got our £10 there. Hopefully we can get a couple of goals in the second half, and we've got a nice little bit of green to sort of start the day, and we can move on to the next one. Okay, any questions, just drop them in the comments box below, or email info@bet72.com. Delighted to get all your correspondence, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, bye bye.